Today on Mina Studio, one of my favorite free virtual instrument plugins to add a whole mess of sounds to your repertoire. Welcome to Mina Studio. My name's Nathan. With me as always is my tech director, Ronald. So today we're going to talk about one of my very favorite free audio plugins. It's a virtual instrument. It's called Spitfire Labs. Spitfire Labs. And it's not just a single virtual instrument. It's a virtual instrument which contains a whole bunch of sounds that you can use and a lot of really, really good sounds all for free. So Spitfire is a company that makes ultra premium, like orchestra virtual instruments and drums and synths and such, like orchestral drums. I mean, we're talking $1,000 instruments here. They go and like record a full orchestra with hundreds of mics and mix it down and turn it into this instrument you can use in your DAW. That's what they make. But they also have something called Spitfire Labs, where their engineers experiment, make interesting sounds out of the sounds they already have, and then they give them all away for free to us. And that's super cool. So let's check out Labs. So I've opened up MainStage here. I'm assuming you're probably using MainStage if you're looking for audio plugins to use in worship. It'll open in any DAW or anything that can open VST or AU plugins. Before you do that though, you'll have to download the Spitfire Audio app. This is just where you get everything from. Every plugin seems to have their own app these days. Then go to this Labs tab, and all of these are the Labs instruments that you can download for free. I've downloaded all of them. Obviously, they're free. Then you can install the plugin, add the plugin on your channel strip, and then you see these are all of our instruments and all of our presets. Like a lot. That's gotta be like 100 different sounds, probably more, maybe 200. I don't know. They have some really good synths and some really good strings, and then a lot of other weird stuff too, but lots of good stuff in there. I'm just going to go through and show you a couple of my favorites. It does come with lots of experimental sounds, but also some really good straight up sounds, like the soft piano available in here. It's probably one of the best soft pianos I've heard. Sounds like this. Actually, I'm going to scoot back here so I can play a little better. I mean, you can see that sounds fantastic. One of my favorite soft pianos. We have the string ensemble here. Sounds really good as well. That's not surprising, since making really fancy, expensive string instruments is what they do. You also have these controls here. This one I believe is volume. Volume. This one is dynamics. And this I believe is usually reverb. Yeah, reverb and release. So you have those controls for all of them. So that soft piano and the strings both sound fantastic. Again, these are all free. Trumpet fields, those are just kind of special effects sounds. I don't know, or maybe for your Easter service. One of my favorite things about this is that a lot of the free virtual instruments just don't sound good. All of these just sound so good. Not all of them are usable for normal music and not just experimental music, but all of them sound really good. Like you can hear some stranger sounds here. I mean, you're probably not using that in your worship service. Maybe you are, that's cool. But even the experimental ones, that's just such a cool sound. So cool. All right. Handbells sound good. Tape orchestra. Tape orchestra sounds really good. So this would be if you want a little more pad string sounds. So almost like brass and strings turned into pads. Really cool ethereal kind of sound. Could be good for like the start of a song with pads and such. Let's get to some of my favorites here. The whirly sounds really good. London Atmos and Granular Windsong. Those are very dissonant, ethereal sounds. Triangle Mandolin. Again, a lot of these I just downloaded for fun. Not going to use them. But let's see here. Sleigh Bells. I did use that on my Christmas album. That sounds really good. Tundra Atmos. Drums. The drums sound pretty decent. These synth pads here, synth pad 1, 2, and 3, some of my favorite pads I own. They're really good. So here's pad 1. I'm going to bring the dynamics down a little bit. Just get a softer sound. I mean, if that's not a worship pad sound, I don't know what is. Pad 2 and 3 I also really like. Again, going to bring the dynamics down. Now you can use the mod wheel to adjust it. Using the mod wheel on my keyboard for the dynamics. And then pad 3. These are my 3 favorite pads. Bring the dynamics down a bit. Fantastic worship pad sort of sound. The other synth pads you can play with, they're a little more specific, I would say, in their sound, but still really good. Like that, kind of got an electric piano feel. So all of these synth pads, there's 10 of them, sound great. These pedal pads also sound really cool. This cloud piano, again, one of my favorites. Such a cool sound. Very atmospheric, very ethereal. I like it. And there's a lot of these pedal pads. They're really cool. So if you're looking for some new pads to play with for worship, I mean, this is a gold mine. So it's just awesome. So those are all the sounds I have. I think those are all the sounds they have at all. But as you heard, fantastic pad sounds. And if you put a bunch of those in a stack in main stage, oh, sounds so good. In fact, you'll probably hear some of those pads on the Hymns of the Father album. Not may, you will. They're on there already. Really, really good sounds. And again, all free, which, I mean, I love free stuff. That's just awesome. So many sounds for free. So really, really, really good quality sounds in there. Go check that out. Spitfire Audio Labs. Fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, please think about subscribing to Mina Studio, and I will see you back here next week.